You have the time of your life every single night. The confetti's raining down. You put your hands to the sky, center of the crowd. You're the talk of the town. And I tell myself I don't want that. What glitters ain't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, 'cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside looking through a window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the...
Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. In case this is your first time watching one of my videos, hi, I'm Lesley. I'm so glad to have you here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. On my channel, I usually talk about all things luxury, in particular handbags, but I cover a wide range of topics on here. I film unboxings, reviews, shopping vlogs, travel vlogs from time to time, the occasional high street fashion video thrown into the mix, and as of more recently, as you probably know if you've watched some of my more recent videos, London vlogs. So kind of like day in the life type vlogs, because I recently moved to London temporarily and this is one of them. So welcome to another vlog. By the way, today is Sunday. The initial intention was to start this vlog way earlier because I flew back home for basically like 24 hours with work on Friday, returned on Saturday. But while the flight from London home was smooth sailing, and I also filmed a little bit at London Heathrow, which I'm going to include like in a couple of minutes once I'm done talking here. The flight back to London though was rough because my flight got cancelled pretty much on very short notice. I was already sat at the gate and waiting for boarding. I think we had like half an hour left before boarding started, or was supposed to start, when I got an email and an SMS that my flight got cancelled. No explanation, no nothing. I wasn't too fussed with vlogging, more so kind of organizing me actually getting back to London. But anyway, long story short, or long story long, I guess. Sorry about the long intro. I'm gonna cut to like the luxury footage that I got at Heathrow Airport. And then I think I'm gonna head out again, and I don't have anything planned today. I'm still a little tired because I didn't sleep much basically since Thursday, because I flew out on Friday pretty early, and yeah, yesterday I didn't get much sleep either. So I'm definitely planning to take it slow today and just stroll around. Probably like Marylebone looks beautiful, and maybe to Regent's Park. I think there's like a pretty big flower display, but yeah, we're gonna figure something out. And as always, I'm gonna take you along with me. I really hope you enjoy it. Oh, by the way, if I didn't mention that already, if you haven't subscribed yet and you love like luxury with a bit of vlogging and like luxury shopping vlogs, unboxings, all the good stuff, if any of that sounds right up your alley, I would love for you to consider subscribing. We're so close to 3,000 subscribers, and I would love for you to be part of my little YouTube community. But before I ramble on any further, let's get going. As always, I think it's like a personality thing. I'm always way too early at the airport, which at least left me some time to check out the luxury boutiques. This is the Cassandra, which I adore. It has the same mechanism as the Solferino, so you kind of like twist the L of the YSL logo and the back opens up. And you might notice a theme because I only like exclusively checked out raffia bags, and the Cassandra was definitely my favorite. The next one is the Kate bag with the tassel. One quick side note, in the boutique they had a shoulder strap, like a leather shoulder strap inside of the bag, but judging from the website, the Kate in the raffia material doesn't appear to come with a shoulder strap. And the least favorite out of the 3 YSL raffia bags that I took a look at is this one right here. Also happens to be the most expensive out of the 3 that I looked at. So that was Saint Laurent. Next off, Barbie, and I can't remember the last time I went into a Barbie. I don't know, Barbie isn't a brand that's really on my radar. And again, for some reason I decided to go with the flow and continue looking at raffia bags exclusively. So I took a look at this tiny little Freya bag, the Freya tote, I think it's called. This next bag is called the Note bag, and it also comes in a non-raffia material, I think in the Burberry check as well as in leathers. And what I really appreciate about this one is that you can detach basically everything about this bag. You can even make it into a clutch if you want to. Probably is a little too big to wear it as a clutch, but yeah, personal preference. Lastly, before we head to like a little bit of Kurt Geiger, Bottega Veneta. I haven't made it a secret that I'm not the biggest fan of Bottega. Just, yeah, the brand aesthetic doesn't really speak to me. Maybe I do need a logo at the end of the day. I don't know. Also, price-wise, I can't really justify it. Yeah, the brand aesthetic just doesn't speak to me, and that's fine because we all have different tastes. Anyway, so I guess I got lucky in terms of being able to look at the Andiamo tote, which like blew up on social media. I think Kylie Jenner promoted it, paid for, not paid for, who knows. But yeah, they had the mini size, or the small size, I think is the correct name, as well as the medium. There is a larger size, but they didn't have it in stock like at Heathrow. I took a look at it and can now confidently say that the bag isn't for me. I knew that beforehand, but yeah, now after having seen it and touched it and felt it and assessed it from up close and personal, the bag just is nothing for me. And lastly, before boarding, I quickly popped by the Kurt Geiger boutique at Heathrow Terminal 2. And it's so funny. I can't count the amount of times that I've been to some kind of like Kurt Geiger concession, mostly in like department stores, all over London essentially. And everywhere Kurt Geiger was on sale, including some of the bags that I took a look at Heathrow. But the prices in the sale at Heathrow were insane. So looking back, I think I should have just taken the gold one or the petrol green bluish kind of colored. I think the style is Kensington, but correct me if I'm wrong. Either of the two should have come home with me, but yeah, that was what I took a look at Heathrow. And now back to Sunday.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky.
Okay, I'm on my way to Regent's Park, more specifically, I believe it's called Queen Mary's Gardens. So that's the one I guess, that's the one I saw probably again on Instagram. Talking about Instagram, I just got myself a cold brew at Attendance Coffee Roaster. I'm gonna include like the full name and the address and everything. Another Instagram or probably TikTok, although probably a repurposed TikTok because I do have TikTok, but I'm never on the app, like maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. Anyway, and so the Attendant Coffee Roasters is kind of like a repurposed public bathroom. So you go like down the stairs and you can still definitely see the old features of the public bathroom. So cute. They do have a couple of seats, but it was pretty full. And I tried to film a little bit, but I didn't want to like blatantly film the people that were sitting there and having their coffee. And they also had some like baked goods and everything, but yeah, so fun. And cold brew, how come cold brew is so expensive? I mean, I could get an iced coffee, but some places don't even carry iced coffee, probably because they know that they can charge more for cold brew. But anyway, so not really sure where I am right now, but thank God I have Google Maps, and that way I should be fine. And afterwards I probably like walk around in Regent's Park a bit and then head south again through Marylebone because yeah, the area is so pretty, and probably like do a zigzag and like one street up, another street down again, because I could stop like every other second and take pictures of the beautiful houses around here.
You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. You still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out.
Okay, I think I found it. I'm gonna turn the camera around in a second. I'm not a roses expert, but judging from how some of the roses look, I'd say I'm a little too late in the season, but still super beautiful. And what's really fun is that all of the roses have like somewhat unique names. So I just walked past a set of roses that's called Silver Shadow, I believe, and there was one that's called not crème brûlée, but something like crème caramel. So yeah, let's check out what these type of roses are named or who they are named after. There were also some like celebrity names, but Yeah. Oh, hi, Rachel. Let's see, where do we have a Rachel that's still in bloom? There we go. Rachel. Again, no flower expert whatsoever, but just from walking around here and taking so many pictures of flowers, I'm living my best like grandma life here. Anyway, I feel like the red ones hold up the best, at least for this time of the year. It's like beginning of July. The red ones seem to still be in bloom, whereas like the pink ones and the like yellow ones are already struggling a bit. These are called Pride of England, so they better be blooming.
Don't answer the phone, spending the days on my own, then repeats this for weeks to come. I don't care what I miss, 'cause my life is dismissed. I keep searching for my bliss. It took days to finally start writing songs, but now it's begun. I go oh, 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 I go oh, 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 I sing along. I keep pushing myself now, dig deeper, I knew sound more than ever before. Keeps repeating my phrases to see if it changes rules I've gone before. Like I couldn't get over, couldn't get over, couldn't get over you. Couldn't get over, couldn't get over, couldn't get over you. I go oh, 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 I go oh, 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 I sing along. But the look in your eyes when you told me goodbye is the one thing on my mind. It took days to finally start writing songs, but now it's begun. I go oh, oh, oh.
Okay, safe to say it's been a while since I last picked up the camera to actually talk to you. I did film a lot, which you will have already seen, so I think I covered a good portion of Marylebone, and as I already mentioned, I literally could have stopped like every other second to take photos, and I mean, same here. I'm fairly close, like 2 minutes walk from Selfridges, which I stumbled across. I briefly went in, but Selfridges on a Sunday isn't the best idea. So after like a couple of minutes, I was like, okay, I'm gonna return when it's not so crowded. Oh, one other thing. Let me know if you have any like suggestions or something that you want me to change in terms of how I'm doing my vlogs. As you might be able to tell, as you will have noticed, I kind of like have these like talking segments, but then also interspersed like a couple of minutes of just like London footage and with like music over top. Let me know if that's if that works for you, or if I'm losing like 99% of you. Yeah. At the end of the day, of course, I'm doing these vlogs, especially the London vlogs, for memory's sake, for me to look back on in like 10 years, 20 years time. But also, I'm putting out content in the hopes that you enjoy it. So if you don't, let me know in a constructive way. That would be great. And yeah, just let me know if there's something I can improve on. Probably not to walk so much while I'm talking, because I'm trying my best to hold the camera like still, but while I'm walking, it's a lot of like multitasking, looking in the camera, holding the mic, trying to hold the camera still. So yeah, anyway, if there's anything I can improve on, or if there's anything in London you want to see specifically, I do have the weekend. So if you want me to film anything in particular, let me know. Good morning. It's been a while, I believe, that I picked up the camera, but today is Wednesday, and turns out today is the premiere of the Barbie movie. And I dressed for the occasion. No, I didn't. Just a complete coincidence. I walked past Leicester Square because that's where the movie premieres are, and there was a huge line. Apparently, you can collect like wristbands to stand outside I think it's at Cineworld, one of these cinemas there, and there will be a pink carpet and everything. And while I was walking past, it's early in the morning, they were in the process of like setting up the pink carpet. So fun. But of course I won't be making it to the premiere because I'm working, and I didn't even try to get a wristband because I think like Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling will be arriving at 5:45 in the afternoon, so no chance that I'll be at Leicester Square at that time. But I did purchase tickets for the like official premiere on the 21st. I think I paid for off-peak hours. I do have the Friday off, so I'm going on a Friday like mid-afternoon, and I paid like $15. Crazy, especially when you compare it to the Lion King musical tickets that I recently purchased. I did watch the musical like at least 15 years ago back at home, but yeah, I thought it was about time again, and I got really good tickets for $29.50. Every Monday at 12 they kind of like have a, I believe it's called Magical Hour, something like that, where they release tickets for the upcoming week, and some of the tickets are like so-so with not that great view, but most of the tickets are actually quite good. And I mean, $30 for a musical ticket is crazy. So I'm going this Saturday and I'm really excited. But yeah, first off, let's finish off the work week. I don't have the chance to pick up the camera that much throughout the week, but still thought I'd update you. And yeah, let's head to the office. Don't mind the tired face. I might look a little worse for wear right now because it's been a long day at the office. But I did mention earlier today that today is the movie premiere of the Barbie movie at Leicester Square. And I decided, while I wasn't able to go to the premiere itself, of course not inside, but not even like standing outside because I had to work, I might as well take a bit of a detour and walk past Leicester Square again at night or like in the evening. And it was absolute carnage. Of course, everything had happened already, but they were in the process of deconstructing the like the premiere setup. So they were giving away these like large, like not even paper, but kind of like plasticky covers for like the metal bars and everything. I inserted some footage because it was insanity. I think the other movie that's like about to come out pretty much the same time as the Barbie movie is the Oppenheimer. And it's so funny, while the Barbie movie has like so much money put into like marketing and everything, Oppenheimer basically has no marketing. But yeah, they already had the setup for that premiere that I believe that's supposed to be tomorrow, but don't quote me on it. By the time that this video goes up, it will already have happened. But yeah, anyway, about to head into Tesco and then back home and get that little amount of makeup that's still left on my face off of my face.
Oh, you're so quiet. Tell me now what's on your mind. You're getting bored, right? Emotions running dry. Oh, say my name. Tell me why we have to try. Oh, it's a shame. Emotions running dry. I say the things you never dare do. You always so confused. You don't love me and I don't love you. Let's face the truth. I'm getting bored, you see, and I don't wanna think it over. And you don't wanna leave, baby, gotta let this go. I'm getting bored, you see. I guess it wasn't meant to be forever. Too late for you to speak, baby, gotta let this go.
Hi guys, so I don't think I've brought you up to speed in terms of what I'm doing today. Hi from Canary Wharf. As I mentioned, up until late last year, I think I mentioned that, up until late last year I hadn't been to London in well over a decade, and at that time, granted, like the first couple of skyscrapers were probably built and moved into, but I don't think like say 15 years ago the area was as developed and as like popular as it is right now. Yeah, I decided to just walk around here. There's a lot of public art, and I think like over 100 pieces of art scattered throughout the area, like behind me, for instance, so a lot of sculptures, which is so fun to look at. It did rain, well, the most part of the day, so I spent a lot of time inside. Forget what it's called, but yeah, there's a shopping mall, of course there is, and yeah, it was just window shopping. They have an amazing like Asian supermarket. I think it's called Tian Tian Market. I didn't purchase anything this time around, but I'm definitely planning to go back. Reason being that I can't really be buying anything today, basically, because I somewhat spontaneously booked a ticket for a comedy show in the O2 Arena, so I would guess that the guy is fairly well known. I didn't look him up at all, and I didn't know him beforehand. I think he's called Josh Whitenhall, I believe. I'm gonna include his full name on the screen. Anyway, I think like 2 days ago I stumbled across fairly inexpensive tickets. Granted, they're not like the best view whatsoever, but I didn't have anything planned for tonight, so I thought might as well. And yeah, that's why I'm here. And I arrived a little earlier, okay, a lot earlier, in the hopes that the weather would clear up. Right now it's not raining, but for the most part of the day it had been raining. So I spent a lot of time in the shopping mall and tried to resist buying stuff that I wouldn't be able to take into the O2 Arena, because I think they have a bag limit of like A4 format. So I have my toy Lulu on me, and hopefully they're gonna let me inside with the umbrella in hand, because that doesn't fit in the toy Lulu. Yeah, I thought I'd bring you up to speed, and I'm gonna walk around a little bit more. This vlog is probably super long, but hope you enjoy it nonetheless. If you do, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and yeah, I'm currently walking towards Crossrail.
Tell me why we have to try. Oh, it's a shame. Emotions running dry. I say the things you never dare do. You always so.
Somewhat by accident, I stumbled across a rooftop garden that I had been searching for anyway, or that at least was on my like to-do list when it comes to Canary Wharf. This is either Crossrail Roof Garden or Canary Wharf Roof Garden. They might actually be the same, no idea. I did find like two types of roof gardens that, judging from the pictures, kind of look the same online, so they might be the same. I mean, considering that the like covered bridge that I just walked across is called Crossrail Bridge. I would guess that this is Crossrail Roof Garden, but no idea. I'm gonna do some more research, and I'm gonna include the actual name on the screen. Anyway, it's so nice here. It's like partially open, which is why the floor is kind of wet, because as I mentioned, it did rain quite a lot, but also like partially uh, covered with glass. And I mean, I was about to say it's quiet, but you might be able to hear it in the background. It's not that quiet. You can definitely hear the cars, but still such a like green oasis in what otherwise is quite a, like, as I mentioned, pretty new build, and lots of like skyscrapers, and yeah, lots of steel, gray metals. And we're here on like the, I guess, like second floor or something like that, in this like beautiful green oasis. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you get a bit of a better idea what I'm looking at, but it's so nice. Also like the juxtaposition of lots of like glass and like new buildings, and then the greenery.
The things you never dared do, you always so confused. You don't love me and I don't love you. Let's face the truth.
Guess what? It started raining again. Of course it had to, quite heavily, so I'm currently in kind of like a hidden area that doesn't get too much rain. But yeah, I do have my umbrella. Also, the most unnecessary item of the day are my sunnies, because it might be July, but London doesn't care. So yeah, the sunnies had been living on top of my head for the entire day. Anyway, oh, let's look at my reflection from the back. Anyway, regardless of the rain, I'm determined to like cross off another couple of art sculptures that are scattered throughout the Canary Wharf area off of my list. And I'm currently facing one of them, so I'm gonna pick up my umbrella and head there. Jeez. Come on, July. It's like mid-July, and I mean, I'm at least able to walk around with just a blazer on, but I would prefer it to be a little warmer and a little less rainy. But I mean, that's kind of what you sign up for when you go to London. Anyway, London itself and the city and everything that there is to discover definitely makes up for it, but still, I mean, there's always room for improvement, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna check out two more sculptures that are definitely on my list, and then depending on the weather, I mean, who knows? It might clear up in like 5 minutes. Doesn't look like it, but hope dies last. Depending on the weather, I might wander around a little more, or just seek refuge in one of the shopping malls. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so if this isn't a telltale sign of how little research I did before booking this comedy thing, I didn't realize that the O2 is not only like the stadium or arena, I guess, but also like a full-on shopping center. So yeah, you have not like luxury brands, but there's Kurt Geiger, Guess, Lindt, so like chocolates, Claire's, so yeah, everything basically. And behind me, apparently I didn't realize that behind me is not like Mamma Mia the musical, but I think it's more like an immersive experience where like the actors are, you are sitting on the stage, in the stage. I don't know, I think it's like including food and everything. And I think I saw it probably again on Instagram, or yeah, like a repurposed TikTok of this like Mamma Mia party experience. But yeah, that's inside the O2 as well. But other than that, yeah, like a full-on shopping center, like numerous food courts. So Who knew? Probably everyone except for me, but yeah, I still have a lot of time left before the show actually starts, but better walk around here with a roof over my head than in the rain, because my umbrella isn't like the best. I think it's one from like Primark. Anyway, so I think I'm on the right track for my entrance. I think I've got entrance H, whatever that means. Um, honestly, I can't even remember which kind of tickets I got. Like, okay, one ticket, but it's in row A, so seems like I'm on one of those like higher up ones, but in the front row, basically, of the higher up things. I realized that I didn't sign off this vlog properly, so here goes. I really hope you enjoyed it. Talking about enjoying, I thoroughly enjoyed both the comedy show, which I was really like pleasantly surprised by, because as I mentioned, I didn't know who Jack Whitehall was before I booked the tickets. And yeah, I really enjoyed the night, as well as, of course, the Lion King musical. It was so dreamy, and I'm so glad I went, especially considering that I only paid like, what, $30 for amazing seats. So I had great views of the entire stage, and yeah, very glad that I went, and I have no issue with doing stuff like that by myself. Yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'm gonna catch you in my next video. Bye.